This is the A to Z podcast. I'm Anthony Zanni. I'm here with softball catcher from Morris Catholic High School. Her name is Kate Heslin. How we doing, Kate?
Good. How are you?
Good, good, good. Thank you for being on. I appreciate it. Wanted
Thank
to
you.
talk to you about your softball team. You're a stud athlete. I want to know, how are you looking this year, first and foremost? Not just you, but the team,
My high school team,
high school team.
very good. Very young team, but very strong. We lost our graduating class, the class of 2023. They were very good. We had two D1 commits, one D2, very good pitcher and a stud outfielder. So it's gonna be a new baby team this year. So
That's
should
a
be
lot of
fun.
talent to lose. That would
A
hurt
lot of
any
talent.
organization. But are you thinking it's more of a rebuilding year then, or are you thinking that you're hopeful that you can contend for a title?
Well, I think we can contend for a title, yes, but it's more of a rebuilding year. We got in our new freshman class, upcoming class is very young, but they're very good. So they have potential. Like I'm excited for this season.
Okay, that's great. That's a great attitude to have. Are you one of the captains of the team?
I am one of the captains, yes.
That's awesome. So you're showing strong leadership skill even at an early age, and it's now your responsibility to basically bring these freshmen along and show them
Yeah.
what the big leagues is like.
Yes. I'm excited.
That's great. You are a commit to University of Massachusetts Amherst.
Yes.
Tell me, how was that process? How was the recruiting process for you?
The recruiting process was very messy for me. I was actually originally committed to Bryant University. So September 1st of your junior year is when you're allowed to receive offers and start talking to coaches. And I've been in contact, well, not in contact, but I've been going to camps, Bryant University camps, ever since I was in seventh grade. Love the coach, love the way he run the program. Looks very strong, solid. And then I committed at the very early September 28th of my junior year. So I only had a month of recruiting. And not even like a couple at the end of my junior season for high school, he got fired. I thought my I lost my scholarship, so I was like I was a mess. I was so scared. And then I turns out they didn't like take away my scholarship. They just haven't had they weren't able to get a coach for a month and a half. So I was very confused like if I were to start if did I have to open my recruiting process up again? Because I even though I love this coach I was going to Bryant or the previous coach at Bryant, I also loved the school and had great academics. So it was very hard, but I was like, maybe it's time to start like brand new again. And I opened my recruiting process back up and I fell in love with UMass. So
That's great. You're excited to go, obviously. How is the team looking? Are they a good squad? And where do you fit in that first year? Like, what are your goals
well,
athletically for your first year?
definitely my goal is to compete, like put up a chance of a starting position. They have this really good transfer catcher from I want to say USF, but I don't know where she's from. Some school in Florida, very good. So that's gonna definitely be hard to compete with, but I'm up for the challenge. But with the lineup, I'm really hoping to get in there sometimes the freshman year.
Yeah, I mean, I played college baseball as well, and your freshman year is always a very interesting transitional year. You're coming from being a stud athlete, the captain of your team. You kind of almost expect to be playing, right? It's just one of those things, and then you get there and you're like, oh, now you're the freshman again. You have to learn the ropes. You have a kind of a mentor to look up to usually that's trying to show you the way. So it's a very interesting transitional year. Usually, I hope you do get your opportunity to play because I have no doubt that you'll kill it.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. What are some of your biggest role models or influencers on and off the field?
Off the field, definitely my father. Very ambitious. I strive to be like him, but for an athlete, I don't know. I really don't. I've never really had a role model, if I should say that. I've always just tried to do my own thing, create my own path, and do good.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Do you have a professional athlete that you enjoy watching?
Enjoy watching was she graduated last year, but her name was Jocelyn Allo. She was a very good softball player. She broke the record for home runs
Wow.
for the call for NCAA D1 college rankings, something like that. I'm not sure, but she was insane. It was so much fun watching the World Series with her just playing and hitting bombs every at bat.
That's a good person to look up to. So that's
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. Outside of, I know you touched on it already, but why Massachusetts of Amherst? Was there other schools that were kind of in the running, or once you saw that, you kind of fell in love?
Yeah, so definitely when I opened up my recruiting process again, I got a lot more offers and you can talk to coaches. Honestly, I think the hardest part was rejecting all my offers because I built so many different relationships with so many different coaches. But UMass was just a beautiful campus, great academics. Like they're a great business school, which I want to go into, and hopefully I get accepted into. They haven't accepted me yet because they're acceptance hasn't come out. It's like end of January or something like that. But I really hope I get into that program. But also the coaches, great. Coach Henderson, she was an Olympic gold medalist pitcher. She was
Wow.
insane. And they got so it was Coach Henderson, Coach Mack, and Coach Morgan, and they got into the program. I want to say 3 years ago, and they're really building it, and they're doing a great job at it too.
Yeah,
So
you're doing it at the right
I just
time
want, yeah, I want to be a part of that.
for sure. And that's a really good person to learn from. You know, you're going to learn the right way to do things, probably on and off the field, which is really awesome.
Yes,
Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years from now?
5 to 10 years, working, successful.
Working what? Doing what though?
I don't know yet. I honestly don't know. I just know I want to be successful, be happy in life.
Don't we all want that? That's great. No, it's good. It's good. And honestly, I didn't know what I wanted to do either at 17 years old. So it's hard to know. Do you know what your college major is going to be?
Business and marketing.
Business marketing. Okay.
Very
That's
broad, but hoping to do something with that later.
I'm sure you can. And if you can't, then you'll pivot to something else. I mean, things change all the time. So, what strengths do you believe you have that make you such a great ball player?
I'm just mentally tough. I can take a punch. Like I've always had coaches yelling in my ear, telling me this, telling me that, but I'm able to not think when I play softball. And I feel like that's my advantage over most people because it's
Yeah.
9%, 90% mental softball.
Yeah.
And I just have that over people. When I get up to bat, I'm not thinking, there's nothing in my head. I just swing.
I think that's a really good way to look at it. You're not overcomplicating a game, right? You're actually just going up there and letting your abilities do what they do. So you're just reacting. And that's a
Mhm.
really great thing because a lot of athletes are going to overthink a situation. And that's probably what makes you great is that you're not overcomplicating it. You're just going up there, you're having fun, you're reacting and just enjoying it. I think that's
Yeah.
really important. That's pretty cool that you established that at such a young age. And that's going to carry over to college. And that's probably going to carry over to whatever it is that you wind up doing in life.
Yes. I'm very thankful for that.
Do you play any other sports?
I played soccer sophomore year, but that didn't last long.
Oh, why not?
I'm not the biggest runner.
Yeah. Yeah. Soccer is a lot of running. If I had to say to you, you have to rank your top 5 priorities in life, would you be able to do that?
Probably, yeah.
Give them to me.
My family, softball, school, um, taking care of my dog, and then hanging out with friends.
Very cool. Very cool. Um, Hang on. I'm trying to see what else I had for you. So as an athlete, we all have really good performances and we all have those games that we can't wait to forget.
Mhm.
Describe your worst sports performance and what you learned from that experience.
Worst sports performance. That was actually, it was last year, junior year of high school. We played my home team in county semifinals, and before that, I hit a home run every single game. I was doing so good. I was so amped up. I was like, I want to beat my home team. Like I'm going to this big Catholic school. Like I want to show them that like I'm actually like I'm not. I didn't leave for no reason.
Right.
Like I want to do good. I want to perform good. And I got up to bat. My first at bat, I struck out. I was like, oh, really? Like I really just struck out. Like all right, I'll get it the next time. The next at bat, I popped out, and I was like, are you kidding me right now? And then after that, I just hit like a ground ball up the middle. I mean, thankfully my team was so good. Like we were so good last year. We won the game. It was a blowout. I just personally did not perform good. And I did beat myself down like down a little bit, but I got over it. But after that game, I sat in the car with my friend, and we got ice cream after the game because she didn't perform good, neither did I, but we did really good. And then she got a phone call from her father, and her father, she put her on speaker, and she was like, "You're on speaker with Kate in the car," and I was like, "Okay, like, all right, whatever." And he just went off like I don't, you guys are terrible. Like
Oh,
Kate, like she cannot hit, and I was like, I just like my jaw dropped. I was in shock. Like I've never had someone like not I technically not to my face, but like tell me
right.
like I'm terrible. Like I was like distraught. I was like my jaw dropped. Like there
Uh,
was nothing. There was nothing. And her jaw was dropped. And she had nothing like and she hung up the phone immediately while her dad was just bashing me. Because people have high expectations for me when I don't perform, it's a letdown. I won't deny it's a letdown. But I everyone has their days. Everyone's human. But I
Absolutely.
just realized like I gotta step it up. Like I can't like just go 1 for 3 every like this game. Like this is not okay. Like and it was an easy team. Like my town team was an easy team to beat, and I just did not do good. I don't know what happened. I just didn't do good. So I was like, like after I heard that call from that parent about like ranting to me, I was like, whatever. I love the family, great family. Love the guy, love her father, amazing guy. But after that, I just something switched, and at the rest of the season, I hit 750. I had 5 home runs for the rest of the season. And previously, like I'd say there was like 10 games, like not even 10 games, 8 games left.
Yeah.
So I had a total of 6 home runs, like for the last 10 games, which is, I just never performed so well in my entire life. So I made a negative into a positive.
Yeah. I mean, he possibly lit a fire under your butt a little bit too.
He did. He did.
Great. That's great. We all react differently to different ways. That's part of the fun of being a coach is like every player is going to react differently to something that you say. Like some people you have to coddle, some people you have to yell at, some people you have to kind of like nudge along. It's just interesting. And obviously he's not your coach, but maybe he knew deep down that you would respond this way to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, the funny, like he didn't know I was with him. Like he didn't realize she said, "Oh, she's on speaker with me," and he just went like, I
Gotcha.
don't think any other parent would say that to like another like someone else's kid. Like
Yeah.
they wouldn't just say that.
That is
So it was just like a closed door conversation that I just happened to hear, and it just
either way,
ignited
nice
something
job
under
done.
me.
It lit a
Yeah,
fire, and
it lit a
the rest of
fire.
the season you were a monster.
Yeah, he still doesn't know it to this day, but I thank him so much for it.
He's about to know it. What's the best piece of advice you've ever got from a coach?
Don't think.
It's great advice that you were saying before too, that you're not thinking, and that's terrific. Do you have a favorite coach you ever played with? Played
Yeah.
for?
Yes, my 12U coach, his name's Dan Mora. You're from Long Island, right?
Yes.
Do you know St. Anthony's?
I coached there.
Oh, really?
I
Do you
coached
know
baseball at St. Anthony's.
Jackie Mora?
I don't. She plays
She's
softball?
a softball player. She's shortstop. She's committed to Villanova.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yes, so her father, I played on, do you know maybe it's a club softball team, TLI?
I've heard of it, yeah.
So before that, I was on a team called the Jersey Girls, and my friend, literally, she's like my sister. She goes plays at St. Anthony's right now. Her father was the coach of our 12U teams. His name is Dan Mora. Um, the heart, like he has my heart. This guy was ruthless. He did not care who you were. If you were like his best friend, worst enemy, he treated everybody the same. Did not care what came out of his mouth. Did not care about anything. As if he was angry, he'd make sure everyone know he was angry. But he taught me right from wrong.
Yeah,
Like this man, I like he taught me how to play softball.
that is
And
awesome.
best experience I've ever had. Favorite team I've ever played for. That he was insane.
Wow. Got to get we'll get Jackie on here too.
Yes, she's insane. Absolute great athlete.
Wow. Um, what are your pre-game routines? You have anything like superstitions or anything like that that you like have to do prior to a game?
I have to listen to music with my big block head like beats on. If I don't drown myself with music, then I'm not gonna play good.
What are you listening to?
Oh, it's very controversial, but I'd say like EDM music and house music, something that just has like amazing, like great beat to it, or like rap with like no emotion, just like cold blooded, like I'm out to kill.
Okay, all right. Getting in the zone. I like it.
I like to get in the zone, yeah.
That's great. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I'm gonna edit this part out. So,
No, I can't really think of anything.
all right. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'll definitely reach out. It's funny. I reached out to one girl on the team, like Julie M. I forgot her last name on St. Anthony's. Mirlu or Mirlu or something like that. And I haven't heard back from her, but I'll definitely reach out to Jackie. You said Jackie Mora?
Jackie, I got a couple. There's a lot of D1 commits on that team. They're, let's say, the best team in New York.
Reach out if you don't mind and give them my info because I can't seem it's hard sometimes on Instagram because if they're not following me, then I
Yeah,
can't get them to see the email. So it's a little hard sometimes, which is why I usually do like referral type things. But I'll have this chopped up and on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all that stuff. It's gonna take me like with the holiday, it's probably gonna take me like 2 weeks.
I
Um,
get
yeah,
it.
sorry, but I'll get there, I promise. But yeah, it's fun. My views have been getting a good amount. Like I've been chopping up clips for a couple of months now, and my average view is getting like 30,000 views. Like it's pretty solid.
That's
Oh,
good.
yeah, I'm excited, and it's cool because I can tag the colleges as well, like with the hashtags, and that kind of stirs stuff as well, which is nice.
Draws in everything. Those hashtags mean a lot.
Hashtags are it's freaking crazy. Really, it's like, and I don't know, like it's funny because if you would have asked me 2 years ago, I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And now I'm like a social media guru. I'm like, oh, I know how to do this. I know how to do that. Like, I know how to get how to drive content. It's just really crazy.
It's crazy. I find it fascinating how all these platforms work.
Yeah, and there's so much money to be given out in advertising. So that's
Yes.
another crazy thing. Like you are going to college and there's a complete stream of revenue that won't be spoken about. You won't be none the wiser, as they say. But if you start playing really well, try to start increasing your following online as well, organically. Because with the following going up, your advertisers are going to want to pay you. And it's
Mhm.
just like, again, this wasn't a thing when I was playing college baseball, right? I was just like, I'm playing college baseball for free. I'm getting a scholarship. This is amazing. Life is good. Now they're willing to pay people for their likeness. They're willing to pay people for their autographs. They're going to pay you for if they can advertise. Like it's just a different world. And a lot of athletes could come out of college actually being wealthy for the first time ever, right? Like this was not a thing 5 years ago. But now it's, with the NIL and all that stuff, now it's a thing that these athletes can come out of college and actually have money, which is the right thing. It's the way it should be.
No, it's crazy. Like kids are making there's already like a 18-year-old making $1 million.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and like I don't even we have these do you know twin backcourt?
No.
So they're the top 25 twins actually in the class of 2025 for girls basketball, and then they go to Morris Catholic. That we're ranked like 11 in the country
Wow.
for girls basketball, and they have like I want to say like a 40, 400, 300, like $1,000 contract with Puma.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
it's insane. Like they're insane. They're great people too, which is very like you wouldn't expect that because they have over like 500K on social media, and they're just so like they're just normal people.
Kate, get me their number two if you can, please. I would like to do them as well, especially with the basketball.
Hmm. I got,
Thank you.
of
Um,
course.
this is the A to Z podcast. I'm Anthony Zanni. I was here with Kate Heslin. Thank you so much for being on my show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.